Timesheet page allows you to view, add and edit time records from within ProWorkflow. There's three main tabs: drag and drop, direct entry and summary. Drag and drop and direct entry are two different ways to add time records. First of all, let's have a look at how the drag and drop method works. You'll see on the left you have a list of all of your active projects and active tasks, and on the right a representation of the current week showing each day, and in this case you can see we've got some time records already showing on a few of the days. If you highlight a task on the left and there's some time records already tracked, you'll see those highlighted in blue. Adding a time record is as easy as clicking on the task that you're interested in, coming over, selecting when you want the time to start, click, drag and release. You'll then be prompted to add some notes if you want to, confirm the time that's been tracked, and you can also choose whether you want to mark this task as complete at the same time. Simply click add and the time record's added for you. A few other things that we'll show you just on the left here. By default you'll see a list of all the active tasks. If you've got start and due dates on those tasks, you can also click this week, and then filter out the task to show you those where the start date and due date means that that task is currently active for this week. You can revert back to all tasks at any time. You can also click to show completed tasks, so this will load tasks for that project that have already been marked as complete. This can be useful if you're coming in at the end of a week and need to track time on a task that's already been marked as finished. And you can also perform a search using the filter at the top. You can also drag the time records around just by clicking and dragging on the header like so. And if you need to adjust the time, you can do that like so as well to adjust the length of the time record. Double clicking on any of the time record gives you a way to edit the time record in more detail. You can also delete the time record, which remove it from the view like so. You can also go back and forwards a week, so if you need to track any time in the previous week, just click left or right. And finally, you can also adjust the time rounding. So by default, when you click and drag, that'll just do that in minutes. But if you want to double click here, you can select whether to round to 5, 10 or 15 minutes, just to make adding time a bit easier. And finally, you can set, by double clicking here, your start and finish as for the day. So next we'll look at the direct entry. Quite similar, again we have a list of the tasks on the left, and you've still got the same options for searching, viewing for all tasks, or just this week. Again, simply click on the task, and this time you'll see you've got some input fields. Just click on the first one of those, and you'll see you can put in time in two ways. Either using, say, 2:15 to enter 2 hours 15 minutes, and then just tab. You can put in some notes if you want to. Alternatively, rather than putting it as in minutes, if you want to just put in 1.5 hours, you can put 1.5. And again, you can keep doing that for each of the days, adding any notes as you need to. Once you're done, just hit add. You'll see that's added the time records in. If you click the expand option here, you'll see we can see each of the individual time records, and again, you can edit to make changes, or you can delete the time record by clicking on the delete link. Finally, we'll look at the summary view. Then here you can view a report, and this is based on the criteria you choose. You can choose whether to view a week, a month, or a date range of your own selecting. Simply select the date you're interested in, whether you want to include billable time, non-billable time, whether you'd like to show the individual time records, so that'll also show the notes that have been added, whether you want to show any empty days, so if there's no time added you can choose to exclude those, and you can also choose which staff, which clients, which project categories, and in the case of general tasks, which task categories. Just hit show, and you'll see here got some time records, and they'll be displayed in a graphical view for each day. And you can also see a breakdown by day, showing you the project, the task, and if you select multiple users, it'll give you a breakdown by user as well. You can also print or export this if you need to do so.